Hello, 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 hello. Waiting for the spinning ball to stop spinning, which tells me that I am broadcasting. In the meantime, I am mixing some colors that I think I might want. There we go. Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me today. So this is Clapper. Here's my Clapper Daily Art Adventure 498. Thank you. I started this painting yesterday, 30 by 40 inches. It's a scene from Pinehurst, North Carolina. Here's the photograph that I've been working from. And this is the first, I think, in a series of paintings that I want to do. I don't know how long the series will last. It might be the last one. But I think I'm going to do several paintings of that feature vehicles. I shouldn't. Scenes. I don't know. Fair enough. Fair enough. Scenes that feature cars. Partly because I want to open the eyes of Americans. This is a little, what's the word? Presumptuous. I want to open the eyes of ordinary Americans to see that the stuff we see every day is actually beautiful, even when we're stuck in traffic that we don't like. But this scene happens to be a little more quaint than most. It's a nice little village square, but with ordinary cars parked in the foreground. And I am finished except for one final step. And I thought this would be a good isolated topic to bring you in on. I call it broken color. Now, my title could be misleading. People could read that and say, oh, he's going to fix a painting that has broken color and he's going to fix... No. The painting is finished. I'm going to add broken color. Now, what does broken color mean? And I get this through my friend David Foster, who got it from Phil Starks. You can look that up. Phil, S-T-A-R-K-E-S, I believe. He's not the only one. John Carlson, fabulous landscape painter from middle of the 20th century. John Carlson has a book published. I think he uses this term. Anyway, let me define what broken color is. First, by defining what it is not. It's not broken values. My paintings, one of the characteristics, I think, of Dan Nelson's style of painting is broken, is punchy bits of light. And that's what you see here. Of course, I try to make it organized. So like, boom, there's a punch. Boom, 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 boom. All these little sparkles. Lots of sparkle. That's broken value. That is a little bit of blue right there. Zing, sparkle, maybe the best word. So I already do a lot of broken values. I discovered a couple months ago that my paintings can stand improvement in this regard. And so far, I'm doing it right at the very end of the process. When everything else is done, I come in and add broken. Now, what does broken color mean? It's not lighter or darker. That's broken value. Okay, that's the reason I'm defining it in the negative. Broken value is same lightness, darkness, same value, but a different color. And let me look for some places to do that. Well, now, first of all, let me tell you the way I tend to do this, and that is I tend to look for areas, especially where my underpainting abstract pokes through. So right at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and mix up some, I wonder if I can rearrange my camera so that you can watch me mix paints. I'm going to back you up a little bit. Yeah, sure. Here we go. At least you can get part of the, hang on, I'm going to move you just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to mix up some dark red sort of a burgundy, so it's got brown in it and permanent rose, a little bit of liquid just to so it won't dry too slowly. Naphthol crimson's my favorite, my go-to middle dark red, middle dark. Okay, I think that's good enough. I can see here, hang on, some streaks of red going right through these trees. Now, someone might think that those are supposed to be branches. Well, they're not really. They're just leftover traces of the underpainting. But I like them, so I'm going to come in here with some dark red. So the value is very important. And either close to or on top of those red strokes, I'm adding more red strokes. Now let's see if I can do that. Is there anywhere else in this painting that could use some dark red? Sound effects are free. Yeah, right here, I think. Now the key is supposed to be the same value, but a different color. In a way, I'm coming in here and punching color. Might be one word for it. What I'm doing right now has virtually nothing to do with realism. I'm not trying to make the painting more realistic. That's very important to understand. This is abstract painting, and as I said yesterday, for a real painter, that sounds so arrogant, coined that term. Again, waiting for my internet to catch up with me. Catch up. Come. There we go. Are we back online? Barely, huh? Okay, for what I call real painting, which is what I call abstract realism. I'm sorry about my bad internet connection here, folks. For abstract realism, everything that you paint is just a thinly veiled excuse for texture, values, color, line, and shape. Let me say that again. Every object that I'm painting is really nothing more than a thinly veiled excuse to paint colors, values, shapes, lines, and texture. Okay? So, to come in here with this broken color it's not me trying to achieve a more realistic, with this one exception, with this one caveat, and that is that Claude Monet and the other Impressionists who did a lot of broken color, they were trying to make the point, among other things, that this is, in fact, actually, yes, the way we do see the world. So, okay, so I'm done with red. Now let's move on to purple. The first color I thought I was going to do broken color with is purple. I switched to red. I like that comment I just saw, something about color and time. I will catch that later in the replay. Thank you. You're exactly right. That is why you put this stuff in here. It's not to achieve realism, but to create greater visual interest. Right now, let me see if I can zoom in any farther. Not much. Right now, I'm doing a fairly muted purple-violet color. And what made me think of doing violet up here? Well, the answer is it was already showing through somewhat from the underpainting. I tend to find just for me, that I really like adding purple in my broken color, because my paintings, because they're typically evening, not so many of those, late evening, so warm colors, warm and blue, coming in and adding the violet, purple violet really, really does add a nice variation. Given the choice, if all things being equal, our eyes would rather see, yes, more color than no color. That tortured way of saying that sentence that I do just to make the point. Our eyes would rather see yes color than no color. More color rather than less color. Purple violet really gives me a range of colors. Okay, tell you what, we're having really bad problems with the internet speed, so I'm going to take a real quick break right here. I hope to be back in just a few minutes, continuing the same broadcast. Titus Crow, I love your comment, man. I like that. You're exactly correct. That's why I do it. Well put. All right, looks like we're rolling. So back to doing broken color. I still have purple on my brushes. Looking for values close to what I've got here. I mentioned earlier, purple is one of my favorites because there often is not much of that in my finished painting. Contrary to what 10 years ago, there used to be a lot of purple in my finished painting, but not these days. Okay, I also want to be careful that I don't get dotted. You know that danger? I don't want my paintings to become dotified. So I have to be careful about making dots. Let's switch. What I typically do when I'm breaking colors, I'm pretty arbitrary about it. I just mix up arbitrary colors and then look for places to apply it. I'm going to mix up right now a orange, pretty intense orange, fairly light value. Now, there's already a lot of orange down here, so putting it there would not be broken color at all. There, a little bit there, that was nice. Looking for, I'm still training myself to do this. I don't feel like I'm very good at it. That was nice. Boom. That's not a broken color. That's a broken value. That's a light spot in the midst of dark. So that doesn't count, but it looks good. Where else can I put some of this? Something this color, maybe right here. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice right here. Yeah. So I am persisting in doing this kind of thing because I've discovered that after doing this very thing, when I stand back and look at my paintings, they talk better. They actually look better. So that makes me inclined to continue. Let me change this color now from orange to a maybe russet brown, dark orange, burnt orange. That's still too light. Let me get that, clean off these brushes and make it darker here. Because I think this is a good color for this painting, but the value that I had was too. I'm also going to subdue the brown a little bit, not quite so. Okay, so it's pretty much a straight up orange is on my brushes right now. I don't mean that. I mean a straight up brown is on my brushes right now. Would love to get some more color in here. Yeah, that's all right. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. There we go. That was a little close to the edge, but it was okay. Ah, right in here. Instead of this nondescript grayish stuff, how about turning that strip into same value, turning it into brown. Actually, it's a little bit darker than it was. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually see if I can go over that real quickly and lighten it up just a little bit. All right. Now, how about this lamppost? Same value, has a lot of, I don't know, muted colors in it. Yeah, there we go. Yes, that was nice. Ah, I know. Along the top of this Cadillac, same value, different color. Yeah, good. How about on the how about on one of these tires right here? That would be, if it's the right value. Is it the right value? Pretty close. How about running the hubcap itself? Nah. Yeah, energy is what I'm thinking. The energy in this case is color energy. There we go. Ah, this rear view mirror right here is neutral purple brown, neutral purple gray, and now I've made it brown. It's much more interesting. So one of the things I suppose you could say about this particular strategy is I am, now that I think about it, a new way to put it, I'm trying to replace neutral dull colors with brighter ones. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I'm going to mix up I'm still in the orange brown realm, but brighter this time. Okay, so do I see any grayish stuff that I could persuade to be, yeah, that was good. Yeah, right here. Here on the windshield of that van. I don't want to cover up color, remember, I want to find areas that are not colorful enough. There we go, that was nice. All right, I'm probably just about finished. I'm hunting, hunting for things now. That could get a little bit dangerous. Don't you know? All right, I think that's a nice painting. I certainly hope it will sell. I'm not, just to be perfectly honest, I'm not thrilled with it. It's okay, and I like it fine. I will make copies of it available on Fine Art America, but I'm not thrilled with it because I was hoping for something a little bit different, and I don't feel like I achieved that different thing I was looking for. I was looking for more of the underpainting showing through, and again, don't feel like I achieved that. So at some point in the painting process, I talked about this quite a bit yesterday, that's why I'm continuing to reflect on it now. I talked about the underpainting was beautiful. I was afraid that I might lose some of it, and I did. So evidently the eureka moment, oh, I know what I can do. I can do some sky stuff. The eureka moment still has not hit me about how to achieve what is vaguely in my mind. So that is yet to be achieved. I'm going to do a little bit of orange up here in the sky. It is already orange showing up here. and I'm just going to accentuate it a little bit, as if there are sunsetish clouds catching the light. That needs to be a little bit lighter. Yeah, well, that was quite a bit of energy up there. I hope it's not too much. I don't think it is, but I hope it's not. I just realized I could come in here and do some color breaks on this green roof with the orange that I have. All right, I am going to call that finished. I reserve the right, of course, to come back in tomorrow and do a glaze or do other changes as I look at it overnight, as I look at it with fresh eyes. But I'm happy enough with it to sign it. So there you go. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching me. Hope that's entertaining and instructive, especially instructive. Okay. I'll be back, I hope, maybe this afternoon, starting another painting. We'll see whether I broadcast or not. Thanks so much, guys.